Just a quick one, guys, before we do get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, Klopp Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our big collection by going down into the link in the description or going to kloppiclothing.com. Thank you, and let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, of course, we are going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes why Liverpool have been handed a huge boost in the pursuit of the Premier League title. Of course, Liverpool were in action yesterday as they beat, or dismantled, should I say, Sparta Prague in the second leg. Obviously, the aggregate score led to be 11-2, and a very, very comfortable performance again from Liverpool. Salah with 3 assists, also getting on the score sheet as well. Darwin Núñez, and throughout, really, I felt we played a very, very good game. Konsara played fantastically in that sort of centre-back role. Harvey Elliott, once again, proving why Jurgen Klopp absolutely loves him. And then Salah well, speaks for himself. And, you know, getting this game to warm himself up ahead of that game against Manchester United is absolutely amazing, and hopefully Salah will be a key asset going in to the run-in. Of course, he's not going to be going away with international duty with Egypt, which is very, very good news. And yeah, hopefully that's Salah now with those injury problems behind him, because he showed yesterday the impact that he can make and have a huge say on where the title goes come May, or where the other trophies go come May. Of course, the Europa League draw has been done and dusted, and Liverpool have found out their route to Dublin, and I think it's the best possible scenario for Liverpool, in my personal opinion. Of course, I was staying in the live stream draw. I did believe that you kind of wanted to avoid the Bayer Leverkusen one because they're a very, very quality side, and you also wanted to avoid the English side. I think Jamie Carragher spoke about European teams. I know West Ham aren't the sort of giants as such that it would be in the Champions League, but you always want to avoid the kind of English teams because of just the media coverage and the build up to the games. It can kind of take your focus away from it. We're going under the radar. We're going up against Atalanta, who are currently 6th in the Serie A, and a side that are very, very traffic-light formation, so to speak. Yes, they did beat Sporting Lisbon, who are top of the Premier Liga, but you know, I don't think domestically they've really shown their quality, and I think, you know, the tie itself is perfect for us. Following that, we found out who we could take on in the semi-finals as well. And again, I wanted to try and avoid maybe the AC Milan, Roma, Bayer Leverkusen bracket, and we certainly have. And who, if we do beat Atalanta, will go up against either Benfica or Marseille. Now, Benfica, last night, I watched their game against Rangers. I watched the game against Rangers in the first leg. They're very, very ordinary as well. They're a side that's struggling. Marseille are also 7th in Ligue 1 at the moment. So, again, I think it's the perfect route to the final. We shouldn't have any problems. And because we're on the route, and we've also got one eye on that Premier League trophy, it's perfect for us. We're not going up against the AC Milans, we're not going up against the Bayer Leverkusen, we're not going up against West Ham, where all that sort of media coverage and bubbling would take our eyes off of it. We've got the best one. We're going about our business nice and quietly and can get to Dublin, hopefully unscathed, and hopefully have our full focus on the Premier League title as well. Now, following, before the Europa League draw, of course, was the Champions League draw, and now this does, I know we're not in there. Hopefully this is the only season we're not going to be in the Champions League. We are going to be in the Champions League next season for sure. But there has been a bit of big news, and we have actually been handed a huge boost in the pursuit for the title. Now, I'm going to explain. Now, whilst we have got that Europa League, and as I stated, guys, we're going under the radar, avoided the English sort of teams, avoided the sort of glamour ties, so to speak. You can't say the same for our sort of title contenders. Arsenal against Bayern Munich, and then, of course, Manchester City against Real Madrid. Now, these are huge, huge ties in the quarter-final stage of the Champions League. The media coverage and what those two sides need to do to try and beat those teams they're up against in the quarter-final is going to take a lot out of them across 90, potentially 120 minutes in the second leg, and could derail could potentially derail a Premier League pursuit. I know it sounds mental, but Manchester City against Real Madrid can take a lot of focus off of the run-in into the title. Across that fortnight period of when they're going to be taking on Real Madrid, that's going to take a lot of their focus, which could bode well. Following that, should Arsenal and should Manchester City then beat Bayern Munich and then beat Real Madrid, those two will meet each other in the semi-finals of the Champions League. I do think it's going to be unlikely regardless. I do think one of them will probably get to the semi-final. But if they both do progress, they'll both take on each other in the semi-finals of the Champions League, which would be absolutely massive. And would distract them away from the Premier League pursuit. I think everything has worked out perfectly for us. Jamie Carragher spoke about those big Champions League nights. And as stated, I do believe he's very, very right. And it could bode well for us in the pursuit of the Europa League, in the pursuit of the title most importantly. And I think we are going under the radar. I think all draws have worked out absolutely perfect for us. Now, of course, that's all I've really got for you with regards to our big news, big boosts and that kind of stuff. But of course, we are back in action this Sunday. Big one against Manchester United in the FA Cup. Another competition that we're still in. We're literally fighting on all four fronts. One in the bag, 3 more to go. And as stated, we can see the final in the Europa League. The Premier League will take care of itself. And then, of course, the FA Cup against Manchester United. Now, Manchester United, look, I love these derby games, and especially over the last few years, I really love them. They're just funny. They are really funny, although they did get a draw against us in the last game at Anfield. Somehow that result still pisses me off. But Manchester United are struggling so far this season. They're a side that did beat Everton at the weekend, but lost to Manchester City, did beat Nottingham Forest, did lose to Fulham, then beat Luton by the skin of their teeth. Then, of course, they're just a side that are struggling with actual consistency so far this campaign. They do sit 6th in the table at this moment in time with a 0 goal difference. Yes, 0 as their goal difference. I don't think they'll be getting Champions League, and unless we quote unquote, and sorry for my French, or excuse my French, shit the bed, then I don't think they'll beat us this weekend against at Old Trafford. But I don't want to be too cocky and overconfident. I still want to beat them. I still want to go there. Whilst the FA Cup is not the priority in my opinion, I still want to win every competition, especially going up against Manchester United. I don't want to be losing any games against them at all. No chance. So yeah, really looking forward to that game coming up. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on the draw, of course, today. Let me know your thoughts on the Champions League draw. Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a big boost for us in terms of the title pursuit? Let me know your score predictions for the game against Manchester United. And then finally, whilst I was live today, I just want to know from your point of view. I said about the Champions League, I don't want any English team to win the Champions League, right? You're a Liverpool supporter, and if Liverpool aren't playing there, and Liverpool don't win the Champions League, you don't want any other English team to win. This is what I said. I said, don't want any English team to win. I don't want Man City or Arsenal to win the Champions League this year. I would rather Dortmund, Atleti, I don't care who it is. I chose Bayern for the record, who I wanted to win. But people were split in the live chat. People were coming at me and saying, you're the reason why the English national team is bad because of the tribalism and stuff like that. And I was thinking it was a 50-50. Some people were like, no, they do support English teams when Liverpool aren't competing in there, and some don't. I want to know where you stand on it. Do you support an English team when Liverpool aren't competing in the Champions League? Again, let me know. Foreign to me. I didn't know there was people out there that would. But either way, let me know down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Remember to check out Clothing, our store, by going down into the link in the description. You can buy all your Liverpool t-shirts there. Some really, really cool designs. Link is in the description, or copyclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.